We live in a world where we can communicate instantly with anyone, where we can buy almost anything, where information from across the planet is available in seconds. And yet many people quietly ask the same question: why do I still feel something is missing? More than 70 years ago, a German psychologist named Erich Fromm asked a similar question. He wondered, what if the problem of modern life is not that we have too little, but that we have forgotten how to truly live? Fromm spent his life exploring one of humanity's oldest struggles, the difference between having a life and being alive. Erich Fromm was born in 1900 in Frankfurt, Germany, into a Jewish family. Growing up, he witnessed a world filled with uncertainty. The trauma of World War I, rising political extremism, and the collapse of traditional structures shaped his understanding of human psychology. Fromm became interested in a difficult question. Why do people sometimes run away from freedom? At first, freedom sounds like something everyone wants. But Fromm noticed something surprising. Freedom also brings responsibility. When old traditions disappear, people must decide for themselves who they want to become. And that uncertainty can feel frightening. In his influential 1941 book, Escape from Freedom, Fromm argued that throughout history, people have sometimes surrendered their independence in exchange for security, belonging, or certainty. The desire to escape responsibility can make people vulnerable to destructive ideologies and systems. One of Fromm's most famous ideas came from his book To Have or To Be. He believed there were two different ways of approaching life: the having mode and the being mode. The having mode asks, what do I own? What do I achieve? How much can I collect? In this mindset, even relationships can become possessions. We do not simply love someone, we may try to possess them. The being mode is different. It is about experiencing life directly, creating, loving, learning, growing. Fromm was not saying that possessions are bad. His deeper message was, the danger begins when what we own becomes more important than who we are. A person can have everything society tells them to want and still feel disconnected from themselves. Fromm also challenged the way we think about love. In his 1956 book, The Art of Loving, he argued that love is not simply a feeling that happens to us. Love is a skill, something we practice. Many people think love means finding the perfect person who completes them, but Fromm believed mature love requires something deeper: care, responsibility, respect, understanding. To love someone is not to own them. It is to see them as a whole person and support their growth. For Fromm, love was not an escape from loneliness. It was a way of overcoming separation while still remaining ourselves. Throughout his work, Fromm returned to one central idea. Human beings are caught between two desires. We want freedom, but we also want security. We want individuality, but we also want belonging. We want to become ourselves, but we fear being different. Fromm believed the solution was not to escape this tension. It was to develop a healthier relationship with ourselves. A meaningful life requires courage. The courage to think independently, the courage to love deeply, the courage to create rather than simply consume. Erich Fromm died in 1980, but his questions remain surprisingly relevant. In a world that constantly asks, what do you have? How successful are you? How many people recognize you? Fromm asked a different question. Who are you becoming? Perhaps the greatest danger is not having too little. Perhaps it is spending our entire lives collecting things while forgetting to experience life itself. Because in the end, a meaningful life is not measured only by what we possess. It is measured by how deeply we exist.